Welcome back to crystalmusichealing.com. I'm your host and educator, Bradford Alambria Gahaya. Today I am going to share with you the Golden Movement. The Golden Movement you probably heard of before from other videos and in my blogs, and if you've taken a class or workshop. The Golden Movement is an energy movement that you can think of as sort of a cosmic Tai Chi. It's a movement that when you perform physically with intention generates a frequency of energy that's very special that can be used for a myriad of purposes. The most common that I use and that other crystal practitioners, especially Universal White Time Healing practitioners use, is to cleanse their crystals before and after usage, either before or after a meditation, before or after working on someone with them, or with a layout, before you do the layout and after you do the layout. You can also use the Golden Movement to cleanse the person you're working on, to heal yourself or cleanse yourself. It's a very simple, very quick, and very effective way to kind of like, brush off icky energy and give a little, injection of love and vitality to whatever the target is, and you'll understand what I mean by that in a second. So the Golden Movement actually has 3 parts, which you learn in specific different levels of Universal White Time and Universal White Time Gemstone Healing. The Universal White Time Healing is an energy modality, which is very great, and it's very akin to Reiki, but there's a slightly different source of energy, and it just what it does is it actually can heal past conditions and future conditions, because the philosophy is that all time actually happens now, hence the white time, just like all colors are white. So when you're giving a white time treatment or a white time gemstone healing treatment, it can go back to a particular time where an illness formed, and it can counteract that and create a domino effect to create healing in the present moment. It can also prevent future illnesses from developing. And I actually had a time travel experience not too long ago, which was very, very powerful. I've been doing white time energy healing and healing work for a long time with crystals and gemstones and energy. And I always do this meditation at night, surround myself with a sphere, activate my healing energy, and ask for the greatest healing, which is for me at the time. And it's habit, but I believe it works. I always have great dreams when I do that, and I feel refreshed in the morning. And I don't really get sick, and if I do, it's for a very short period of time. But that aside, this one moment, I actually, I felt my body kind of like expand backwards into like, slices of different selves. And I knew that for some reason I was in 2004, in the year 2004, and I adjusted something. And then suddenly all of those slices of myself like reintegrated into the present moment. And I had this great cathartic release. And then I was standing in front of the mirror, as I often do, to integrate energies and, see if I see anyone else or see my higher self or whatever come through. And I went into this really strong zone, this space, and I pulled all my energy in, and I started, I didn't know what I was doing at the time, but I actually started doing the Golden Movement. But I did it very, 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 very slowly, like slower than this. And it was all my muscles were engaged, my nervous system, my energy meridians were all activated, and I was actually, I can't even go into it. I'm trying to share it with you, but you really have to experience it to understand it. And I actually did all 3 of the stages of the Golden Movement very slowly, and in doing so, the particular positions and movements were actually stretching out and realigning my nerve pathways and integrating my energy in a new profound way. I don't expect you to do that right now, but what I do want you to do is get the basics down, because it's a great tool, as I said, to clear crystals, or clear a space, clear a person, clear an animal, clear whatever. You can even send the energy to someone else. So here it is, and I'll walk you through it, and I'll do it a few times. The first few times I'll explain the reasons behind the movements, and then I'll just do the integrated one as well. So very simply, you start with your hands together, kind of like prayer position. And what you do is you open your heart, and you've seen me do this motion countless times. This is the Hathor greeting, the universal greeting for cosmic beings. So in the golden movement, what you do is you put your hands down, out, away from you, and roll the backs of your hands, of your palms, together, and kind of flip them out and to the side. That's the first phase. And then what you do is you bring your hands and cross them up over your third eye. And what you're doing is you're actually activating your third eye by touching it and putting your hands in this position. It doesn't matter what hand is over it, whatever feels natural. And then what you do is you're disseminating that cosmic energy or that psychic wisdom, and at the same time you're doing this motion all the way down your chakra column, down to your root, gathering unwanted energy and collecting it, and then you're casting it off one side at a time and into the earth to be transmuted. This is important because anytime you're moving energy, especially in a healing session, and energy is being shoved around and used, you have to get rid of it or it's going to collect in a corner, which is why feng shui doesn't like dead spaces, because that's where all this qi or used energy, coagulates and then draws the energy of the space down, and then you get depressed and cluttered and unable to focus. So you have to do sage or the golden movement to clear it out. So we're here, and what I like to do is see little holes and then just throw the energy down into the earth. The earth is a great receptacle. We're creating a lot of waste as humans and pollution, but in terms of energy, the earth loves it. It's actually a fertilizer because the earth can transmute it into good things that come and return to us. So I've dispersed the energy. And then you want to actually gather energy up from the earth, and maybe a little scooping motion, and bring that up, and at the same time reach up into the sky with intentions of reaching into the cosmos. And you want to draw the energy down and create a cup in your hands and hold that where the energy of the golden movement is actually going to come down and fill your hands as if a cascade of water is pouring into them. And at that point, you can do what you want with this energy. Now, when I teach my classes, I do a little fun little exercise where I have people formulate a ball of that energy, kind of like a ball of chi, and then you can toss the chi ball. But the truth of the matter is, the first thing that you touch once you've created that energy with the motion is going to receive the healing. So I'm going to give it to myself. It's very nice. So let me go through that a couple more times. So you start with your hands in prayer position, you open your heart chakra, then you connect with your third eye, activate your third eye with your intention, gather energy, transmute it to the earth, gather fresh earth energy, and then connect with cosmic energy. And if you, what's really happening is you're connecting with the source of white time energy, which the source is by the central sun of the universe, which is called Hato. The central sun of our galaxy is called Halcyon, and the central sun of our solar system is called Sol. So if you ever want to cosmically journey through the black holes on the other side of the stars, you can go from Sol to Halcyon to Hato and be in the realm of the center of the universe, which is a great place. Lots of crystals actually intentionally connect with that area. So we're up here, and then we're drawing the energy down from the source or funnel of white time, and holding it in our hands, and then gathering it up, and then we're just giving it to ourselves. Or if we have crystals, a layout in front of us that we're already used, we just spread the energy on the crystals. You can spread it over the person on the treatment table, and that's it. So I'm going to do it one more time without comment, and then I'll have a few more comments. So here's the golden movement, uninterrupted. and I'm going to give it to you. So you could practice that. It, you know, it becomes pretty rote, but, you know, don't just do the motions, don't pay lip service to it. Going back to my story, the golden movement has tremendous potential and power if you actually want to sit there and meditate in the positions, see how you feel after each section of the movement. And, you know, it can really open up pathways to your inner experience that you may not have been aware of. And that's about it. Thank you for listening and watching, and oh, please practice that. I know a lot of energy healers who are very experienced, and they actually they develop their own version of something similar to the golden movement. So if you do that already or resonate with it, I honor that. I choose not to, you know, I'm not a tyrant. I don't want people to do things this way or no way. Whatever works for you. If you're new to this, this is a great place to start and adhere to until you feel like it's your own personal truth to embark upon a different expression of the same thing. And that's about it. Please visit the website, give me some feedback, comments, suggestions. Also, the Facebook page is a really good thing. We've got a Facebook community we're starting to develop with motivated people in our inner sanctum. And that's about it. Thank you so much. Namaste.